Welcome back to another episode of the Whatever Buddy podcast. Episode 124 of the WBP is here and ready to go. On today's episode, Ryan and Johnny talk about music. They don't talk about music. Dogs dancing, dogs driving, and a lot of other good stuff. So now's the time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So with no further ado, Ryan and Johnny. Welcome back to another episode of the Whatever Buddy podcast. Episode 124 is here, and I'm going to come in hot today, man. I'm getting really annoyed at the fact that I haven't cut my hair since 2017, and it's not getting any longer. And then on top of that, I'm looking at myself right here, and it looks like I'm wearing a toupee, in my opinion. Thoughts?
You don't look like you're wearing a toupee. You look like you always look. The fact that you haven't cut your hair since 2017?
Yeah, we're hello, everybody. Hello.
Hey,
Sorry
guys.
for being so hot. Hello.
Thanks for coming back.
Hello.
We love y'all. Thanks. Thanks.
My
camera's annoying today. I look.
He's got his own personal cameraman.
Anyways, you haven't cut your hair. See, it's moving. You haven't cut your hair since 2017. That's 9 years, and it hasn't grown.
Here's the thing. It's breaking, though. It's not like I'm losing it. It's just breaking. Like, I don't understand. I guess I need to get the dead ends cut off. I shampoo every now and again.
That's why it's not growing, because you're not maintaining it.
But I use conditioner more than I use shampoo.
Hey, now I'm going to do you a favor. You want me to do you a favor?
Please.
Hang on. Let me get my voice together here. Hey, guys listening. Hey, ladies. Ladies? Any ladies? Hey. Do we have any lady fans of the podcast out there?
You sound so creepy right now.
By design, my friend. Ladies, my buddy needs some TLC.
What's that mean?
Tender loving care. Tender loving conditioner in your instance.
Tender loving hair care.
Tender loving hair care.
TLHC, baby.
I think that was enough to get you some interest. Send your qualifications to whateverbuddypod@gmail.com, and we'll get Johnny a hair assistant.
I need hair assistant. So if you can help me, by all means, look at this.
That's the only thing that makes sense, is that by not taking care of it, it is not growing.
But it's not like I never shampoo.
Because I think your hair grows healthy whenever you trim the ends.
I know, I haven't done that.
Go buy a pair of scissors and do it yourself.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't see anything, man. I'll end up that's how I ended up with this neck hair problem, bro. I ever tell you about this situation? You see this?
Yeah, this is hilarious. Actually, say it again.
This hair here.
Johnny Bob cut.
So, I didn't realize one day when I was in Bullets and Octane, the guys are always like, dude, why do you have this bob cut? Where, the back of my hair would, it'd be long down here, and then the back would just be cut off. And then I realized what I'd been doing. I did it when I was drunk one night. I was shaving my neck, and I didn't realize I shaved off all of this hair. I remember seeing it on the ground and thinking to myself, what is that? But look at it, dude. 2 years, it's coming back. Neck hair, baby.
You were giving yourself the homemade Karen.
Yeah, but at the wrong state of mind. I think I'd like a
you know what I always thought, because I noticed that about your hair too.
That it never gets long.
No. I mean, who knew that this is what we'd be talking about today? I'm fine with it. No, it was always pushed up in the back, because you tend to usually have a hoodie on, and I thought the hood was just pushing your shit up.
That's what I thought until I realized I shaved the neck hair off.
You're shaving your own neck hair up to
I was
halfway
doing it
up
once. I did it once, then I just kept doing it until the day I realized
you're
by
perpetuating your own problem.
My good buddy tells me one day, "Hey, I think you're shaving off your neck hair. You're supposed to let that grow." I'm like, "Oh." So now 2 years in since I figured that out. Look, it's coming.
I'm going to go back.
But it's crazy how slow that grows. That's 2.5 years. It's what, 2 inches?
Your other shit hasn't grown in 9 years. Does it surprise you? I'm surprised you have that much.
I know it's thicker down there. Well, it's because it's healthier. It's because it was trimmed.
I'm gonna just bear with me one more time. One more time, ladies. We need you. Ladies, Johnny needs you. Johnny needs a hair assistant.
I do. I have hair problems.
Whateverbuddipod@gmail.com.
With that being said, how are you, dude? How you doing?
Pretty good. What's up? What's been up since last we chatted?
Nothing much, but I do want to make a comment that out of those two Les Paul looking guitars, I know the Les Paul's the godfather of the guitars to the right of
there.
you.
Yeah.
Right. But I would say that I prefer the one on the left because the little indentation above that, in between the two pickups.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this camera's so annoying. Look at
I
that.
love it. It's fine.
I
Stop
have my own
pointing it
personal
out.
spotlight.
I think the fact that you keep pointing it out is more annoying.
Well, it's because it's distracting to me. There must have been some kind of update or something. Whatever. Anyways, let's talk about the guitar.
Yeah. He's so obsessed with this fucking camera thing. It's crazy.
Yeah. This cutaway is very nice.
I think that makes it cooler than the Les Paul because they're both. It's based off a Les Paul. Like that's a Les Paul body with that thing there. But it adds a lot, man. It gives it a voluptuous look.
This is the best value.
Is it heavier or lighter than the Les Paul?
Oh, it's significantly lighter than that one.
Why are Les Pauls so heavy?
It's just a block of wood. Just a big
What's
block
that?
of wood.
What's that then?
The specifics I'm not terribly sure of, but this is a DBZ Bolero. DBZ was Dean B. Zielinski. Dean guitars. Remember Dean guitars?
Yeah, they were sold in the 90s to Armadillo guitars.
So Dean Zielinski sold Dean guitars and started DBZ, and there was a short window where he was making them. And this is one of them. And then he sold.
He sold that company too.
He sold DBZ. Now it's Diamond. Have you seen Diamond amps and Diamond guitars? They're trash. They're
I don't know if you know this, but I play drums.
Yeah, but there was a short window of time where these were a couple $100, and I put new pickups in it. And my guy that works on my guitar was like, "If you don't mind me asking, what'd you pay for this?" And I told him, he's like, "That's the best quality build of a guitar for that price point that I've ever seen." He's on Sunset, and he does shit.
Can I ask how much that guitar costs?
I got this for like $300, dude. It was like $350.
Wow, that's like an ESP. Hey, do you remember?
Remember? Yeah, real quick. Last thing on this, and we'll move on because I know you don't really care about guitars.
I was about to make a guitar comment, but you cut me off.
I played this at the Anaheim House of Blues. First time I ever played it at the Anaheim House of Blues, and I turned around and I cracked it off your drum riser.
Well, that makes it cool.
Yeah, but it was brand new, and I don't want it to be cool quite that fast.
Well, no, dude, it's like a fucking pair of new boots. You know what I mean? You got to break it in as quick as you can. Otherwise, it looks too new.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I was going to ask Speaking of boots, you'd like my shoes today. I'm
all over
the place.
Say my effing guitar thought already. God
I'm
damn
sorry.
it, shut up.
I'm sorry. I'm a squirrel. I'm the squirrel today.
BC Rich Guitars. For those who don't know, and maybe you do or you don't, but I am a guitar player trapped in a drummer's body. Now, I can barely play the guitar. I can play some power chords. I've taken music theory a few times in music school. I took it twice, and I just don't understand the concept. Drums are different. It's just a different beast in itself. But I always loved guitars by their shapes and stuff. You know what I mean? And BC Rich, man, they had like the BC Rich Bitch, the BC Rich Warlock. Cool guitars. Do they still make BC Rich guitars?
Yeah, I have one. I have a Mockingbird. You've seen my Mockingbird.
What's that one look like?
I don't have it here. Here. It's
well, I'm gonna Google it. Let me Google it. BC Rich
Google it, and I'll
Mockingbird.
tell you. Share your screen, and I'll tell you which one I have.
I'm going to do BC
You know what
Rich
I'm going to
guitars.
do? I'm going to drop a photo in right here, right now. While you're searching, this is my Mockingbird. Just type in BC Rich Mockingbird.
The Mockingbird's badass, and this is the one that I found is, dude, these two Mockingbirds are both purple. They're both. This one's $6,900.
They're not cheap.
Jeez, they used.
I got
to be.
one. Mine's badass. I love that thing.
You see that? Can you see it?
Yeah. Do you see that purple one?
This one or this one? They're both. Both of these purple ones are rad. And you know what's funny? The one that's only 1,500 is cooler looking to me than the one that's.
I have that guitar, but mine's white.
The Warlock is the one that I always remember.
Yeah. Yeah, the Warlock was like the 80s.
Oh,
like
and then there was this one. What is this
guitar.
one? What is this one called?
Joe Perry played that one on Draw the Line. Draw the Line? Was it Draw the Line?
Yeah, Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love BC Rich, man.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I always like the way, like, look at this one. Like, this is just rad. Yeah. And then look at this one. Like that, I'm going to click on this one because that is just like.
Is that a Warlock?
Yeah, it was. Where'd it go?
Oh, you screwed up. You screwed up. You screwed up. You got to back out of that. You got to back out of that.
Well, it opened a new screen or something.
You clicked on the link to buy it. You done screwed up, kid.
Oh,
hey, this is fun. Let's randomly go through your tabs. Who is that? Who is that? And why do you have it pulled up?
Wait,
Monique.
Hold
Monique
on.
Biffignani.
Okay.
Why do you have that on your computer?
She's so hot. Because I was curious who the girl in the beginning of Every Rose Has Its Thorn video was, and that's who the girl is.
This is why I like you. This is why we're friends. Why do you have the Every Rose Has Its Thorn girl on your computer? We got to go through more of your tabs.
Wait, hold on. Let me share my screen.
No, but answer my question first. Answer my question first. Okay. Why? First of all, I never saw that video to even.
You've never seen it? In the very beginning, Bret Michaels wakes up with a chick and like she's got like the best ass, right? So and I have a thing for dark-haired girls. So like
she's really good looking, except for the second that looks like a man.
Which
the one she looks like the second photo ever, she looks like a man.
Yeah, that could be.
But the rest of them, she's a knockout.
No, yeah, like she's a hot girl. I mean, like, and she's been in a bunch of videos. When I googled her, she's like if you go to her IMDb, she's like been in like a Bon Jovi video. She was like the girl in the videos in the 80s. Other tabs.
This has the potential to be really, really boring, but I just want to see a couple of tabs.
I was booking a blood appointment.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving in Laurel Canyon the other day, and
Doge
DOJ.
in Laurel?
No, dude. No, listen, this is kind of interesting. I was up in Laurel Canyon the other day, up in the neighborhood up in Laurel Canyon, and
Thanks for stopping by.
Some black SUV that said DOJ on the side of it. So I was like, is ICE up in like Laurel Canyon, up in like the hills? Like it was in one of those roads. What I was doing was I was watching a documentary on the Wonderland murders, and I was looking for Eddie Nash's house, which is like in the Studio City Hills. And while I was parked in the cul-de-sac, some truck rolled up on me. It could have been a security truck, but it said DOJ on the side of it. So I was Googling to see if the DOJ was like had like their own vehicles. So that's what that was. Okay, here's a YouTube video.
Bang Tango, someone like you. Okay, I like that. Okay, what's the next video?
At 63.
The tragedy of CC DeVille.
The tragedy of CC
DeVille. The tragedy of the horse. Dark days.
It was the
He's
house
healthy
of
now.
Then it turned into the house of horrors.
He's healthy now. He looks better now than he did ever. I don't believe that title.
And then
That's
this
a
one
clickbait
is
title.
when a government creates a crime, the John DeLorean case. That's a very interesting story.
This is fun for probably only me, but whatever. I'm here for it.
Jimmy Kimmel. Trump has a nasty new bruise. Launches Board and Peace, and Jimmy Kimmel breaks down the FCC's threats.
Okay.
Okay. This would be a good one.
Okay. True story. What?
What is it? Wait. What was it? Hit pause. And what is the title of this?
Oh, your ads are so annoying.
Something's happening with something happened with my. Don't use. Okay.
Next tab.
Okay.
Next tab. Next tab.
Okay.
It's fine.
Make
Next
sure
tab.
Thing was still recording.
Worst shark attack in U.S. history. Next tab. Yeah. Let's speed this up. Let's make it rapid fire.
I know, but my shit loads real slow.
That's okay. The NFL timeline. Yeah. By the way, these are all like 40-minute videos.
Yeah, this is what I do when I drink.
Okay, next tab. Speed it up. Next tab. Speed it up. Don't care about football. Speed it up.
Okay, we can just read it. Snapchat predator arrested after traveling 800 miles. Snapchat predator. My shit's moving so slow.
Yeah, let's quit this. Let's move on. Stop your share.
Well, I can just read the tops of these YouTube.
No, it's
titles.
okay. You know what? I think I got the point.
Look,
I'm aware
Scott
of the
Whelan,
randomness.
How addiction destroyed a legendary rock star. Off-duty officer leaves bar with strangers. She has 45 minutes to live. Bed to share. Oh, dude, this was my first band in LA's video. You want to see it?
No.
Okay. Rock stars flipping out at disrespectful fans.
That one I can get
pause
behind.
on this thing.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Frankie Benelli funeral for Arslan.
No, that makes me sad.
Houston 93, the Oilers say goodbye to Houston. The Stardust Las Vegas greatest crime scene. 1986 special report, big gamble in Atlantic City.
It's sports and crime.
The city of Las Vegas, the 1970s.
Crime.
DUI mom flips out when police expose her secret.
Crime.
Murder rap inside the Biggie and Tupac murders.
Crime.
And then I Am Alive, surviving the Andes plane crash, which is what the movie Alive was about.
Yeah, it's so random. Whatever, all good. That was fun for me. I hope everybody enjoyed that as much as I did.
It gives you a glimpse into the shit that I watch on YouTube. You should see my algorithm. I should just go to my homepage. It's all like child predator shit. I love watching those guys get busted. They make because the guys that aren't police, they make you do crazy stuff. They either they make you call your wife and tell your wife what you did, and then they take the videos to the cops, but the cops in most cases, believe it or not, they can't really do anything unless the cops catch them. I don't know if that's true. That's bro science, but I think I heard that somewhere.
That would be
that's why they make them do things like call their wife and stuff.
Why would you listen to somebody that wasn't an authority?
Because they got set up. They were there to meet like a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, I'm not defending.
So the guy's daughter walks out and they said to him, they're like, you either call your wife and tell her, or we tell your daughter right now. And he opted to call his wife, and she proceeded to flip the hell out. Rightfully so, might I add. God.
Let's move on.
Should we move on to the Epstein files next?
I bet you're versed. You're probably pretty well versed in that. This seems like it's right up your YouTube algorithm alley.
I'm not gonna get too much into it. All I'll say is there does seem to be a cover-up. We'll leave it at that. And if you look at other countries, of anybody in other countries, this is the only fascinating thing, and this will be the only thing I say about it. If you look at all the other countries where anybody's name is mentioned in these Epstein files, they've resigned or have gotten fired. Or have lost
that ain't gonna happen here.
Or lost their princeship in England. Okay,
that ain't gonna happen here.
Said, well, that's the craziest thing. Nobody's getting in trouble here. They're trying to cover it up. It's a really sad story, and I feel very bad for all the victims involved. It's just
embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Yes. Moving on. Let's get out of that. I'm not talking politics.
You don't want to go into politics.
I don't want to get into politics today. No politics.
All good.
What do you got on music for me, buddy?
What do you got on music for me, buddy? I'm going to throw that back at you.
Oh, God, I wish I could remember the name. I was talking to my best friend from high school yesterday, and me and him.
Can't remember his name?
No, well, that was Felenz. We've had Felenz on the podcast.
Ah, yeah, we have.
I was talking to Felenz yesterday, and we were talking about Primus, but then he was talking to me about this band, Moon something and the somethings, that he went to go see. And it was like sold out, like big band that I'd never heard of. And and then he named like two other bands that I'd never heard of. And I'm like, wow, man, am I starting to get out of touch?
No, you know what it is? There are bands out there that are making a living that you've never heard of.
Well, no, that's great.
Good, I like that. Yeah, it's a nice thought, kind of. Yeah, it's a nice thought.
Yeah, well, it is. That's why my band goes out and tours the way we do, to build that following from the base up. So in the event we get lucky with a hit along the way, there's always the core base that was there in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's an important thing. So it was really fascinating that Valenz was telling me about these new bands. I'm like, wow. But I guess they're not that new. But they're successful because he's like, they're playing in LA on this date. And a band's doing really well when it only has the city and doesn't have the venue. Yeah. So I guess it's like either the Palladium or the Wiltern. I'd guess the Palladium. That would be my guess.
That was the guy that saw a dog driving a car with you.
Yeah, you know what's great? Can I show you? Can I show you something? I'm going to pull it up on YouTube because
we're all over the board today, and I'm here for it. It's okay.
I sent this to Valenz yesterday because I saw this, and I need to show you this. Here we go. You're going to love this. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right. Can you hear it?
Dogs driving a car.
The fun just keeps going.
And hearing only squeaks.
So I sent that to Valenz yesterday because I saw that like watching TV the other day, and I was like, look at that dog driving a car.
I was looking up dog videos yesterday too. Why is it so funny? I was looking up dogs dancing.
Why? What made you think of that?
I was on a TikTok rabbit hole, and it's so easy. First of all, I saw like all these AI animals. TikTok's all AI now. It's like, but I found an actual here. Let me just show you instead of stuttering Ryan over here.
AI's really taken over the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to make of it. Am I to be scared or am I to embrace? I don't know.
I think
maybe
both.
a little bit of
I think
yeah,
both.
I'd say a
I
little
think
bit of both.
Yeah, because it makes things nice, and then it also makes things scary. But here's
everyone's like scared about writing songs and stuff. The one thing AI will never be able to do is go out on a stage and play, unless you're Kiss and you have the holograms.
Yeah, I've noticed myself stopping speaking in absolutes like that. Oh, it'll never happen. Mm-hmm.
How could they AI like put on a live show with real people?
Holograms?
Yeah, but that's AI and it's not real people.
AI Kiss, dude.
What's that going to look like? Is that really happening?
I think at the end of this year, November.
And what's it going to be?
You're distracting me from my dog videos. I don't know what it's going to be.
Well, I'd rather talk about Kiss holograms than dogs. No disrespect.
Okay. Well, I'll leave my dog videos.
Go to the dog videos, then we'll go to the holograms. We need to get a taste of the AI, and Ryan looks like he's going to cry. He loves dogs. Let's see.
I just like dogs, man, and this made me happy.
I'm a cat guy. Find dancing cat videos for me, will you?
This is new.
That's not AI.
Right. That just made me happy. I don't know. Whatever.
I like that
AI.
video.
It was a real.
That was a real video. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Kiss hologram thing. What do you know about it? I don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about it. I know nothing about it. You want to have a bro science talk about what we think it will be?
You knew enough to say it was coming in November.
I heard that like not too long ago because I was wondering what was up with it. And then I remember thinking like, oh, that's a long time to wait. I want it to be sooner.
But what's it going to be?
The only information that I would have to venture any kind of an answer is whenever I saw them in their End of the Road tour, the last song, like they were done. They played Rock and Roll All Night. They were done. And then, they play God Gave Rock and Roll to You as people leave. Well,
here you go, man. I got the details for you, buddy.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I mean, please finish what you were at that last show.
AI Kiss played God Gave Rock and Roll to You at the end of the Road tour set. And it was cool.
I did find out what we got here. Kiss is launching a virtual avatar concert experience in 2027, transitioning to digital performances after their final show in December 2023.
We got to wait another year? Dudes. Come on.
Key details about the Kiss hologram show. Release date is scheduled to 2027. I have no interest.
You're telling me you're not interested in seeing what the product of AI Kiss is. You're telling me you're not interested in seeing that?
Well, here's what I don't understand. Like, is it like?
It's so distracting. Go to the YouTube and watch my camera automatically zoom in on me for no reason. It's like I asked,
but then it's your face. That's the fucking. You're like, are you fucking kidding me?
It's like, are you telling me you're not interested? That's so stupid. I hate this feature. This is going to drive me to doing the podcast in person for sure. This is what's going to do it.
Hey man, I've been trying for like 4 years. We're coming up on 5 years since our first episode. But what was I about to? Oh yeah, the Kiss hologram thing. This is what I don't understand. Like, I just picture like a laser show. You know what I mean? Is it going to be like something that actually looks like a human being with like Kiss makeup on, and like you won't be able to tell that it's not a human?
I'm looking at it to be like an anime movie that is the soundtrack of Kiss.
Oh, so you think it's going to be more like a film?
I think it's going to be their actual music with like larger than life action that you couldn't reproduce even if you were in your 20s. They're in their 70s. They can't perform like that anymore, but the character can. You know,
yeah, but
it's going to be Transformers.
Like, so are they going to be physical, or is it going to be like illusion?
Like, are they going to be real human looking or cartoon like?
Who did they do an illusion thing with not so long ago with a rock star that died?
Oh, they did Tupac, like hologram Tupac.
So what did that look
Coachella? Like? Was it Coachella they did a couple years ago?
I didn't see it. What did that look like? So it
looks like a hologram. You remember in Star Wars when Obi-Wan is talking to Luke and he's the hologram? Bad reference. I'm sorry. The look on your face is like, of course not.
I'm not a sci-fi guy at all. Or cartoons. Little fun fact.
But like to say a hologram to somebody and have them be like, what does that look like? It's like, it looks like a hologram.
Well, no, but so is it going to be a screen?
I would imagine it's a screen.
Is it going to be in an arena where you go and it's going to be like going to a Kiss concert, but they're not human beings and they're going to be moving around? Like, I don't understand how this works.
You know what? Maybe I just drank the Kool-Aid a little bit too quickly because these questions didn't pop into my head. All I thought was like, it's going to be like a movie, and that's cool to me. Well, I'm thinking it was going to be a movie. That would make
sense. But that was Tupac thing a movie, or like it was? No,
that was a live performance. I think that was at like Coachella or something.
Right, and that's what they're gonna do with Kiss, and then before you know it, you know, there'll be a Led Zeppelin one and a Beatles one, and like a fucking, you know.
I'm here for it, man.
Yeah, sure. You know, I guess I just don't understand what it is. What is it?
I don't know.
Hologram rock show. What is that?
We'll find out in one short year.
So, like, is it possible, like if I died one day, whenever I die, and say Warner Drive wants to do like a reunion show or something, could you like have the whole band and me as a hologram?
We'd probably just go get a profesh drummer.
But okay, which would make most sense. But just answer the question for the sake of just entertaining me.
Yeah, well, see,
could that be possible? Could you have one hologram member?
I don't know how you would mix and match like a hologram with actual real players, because a hologram can't play an instrument unless you programmed it and had the recordings.
Like you could still turn around and rock out like the hologram and it looked like me. You think you're playing with me.
Yeah. Kind of.
How much of a trip would that be? But it's not me.
Yeah.
But my spirit's hanging above me.
To go back to my Star Wars reference, you'd be kind of like monotone, like bluish, black and whitish. You wouldn't really look real. You'd be like glitchy. You'd definitely be glitchy. You'd be a glitchy hologram, and it would be accurate.
I'm a glitchy human.
Yeah, it would be accurate.
Did you just hear me just try to get that out?
The hologram would be going, and everybody would be like, man, it's so real like.
I'd be like, I'd be like, buddy. Buddy. Malfunction.
Error.
Like the hologram makes my nose even bigger than it already is.
Hey, I don't think I can go there.
Well, I mean, I did.
I don't think I can go there. I don't think I can. I don't think I'm allowed to laugh at you going there.
I got a big nose. Look at that thing. Look at that. That's a nose. A nose for the ages.
Let's change the channel here. I saw this interview with Jimmy Iovine where he says, and I quote, "Streaming is minutes away from being obsolete."
I love that.
It's interesting, right?
It is interesting. What's his reasoning for it?
Yeah. Let me pull it up because he says it better than I could ever paraphrase.
Keep drilling the same hole. I hate drilling the same hole. That's why I've jumped around industries a little bit.
That's why I cheat
and
on
got
my
to learn
wife
on the
all
fly
time.
a lot, you know? So, but that was about around 2000. We had this little TV show called Jimmy and Doug's Farm Club. It was about uploading your music to
Great. He
Interscope.
laughed right when I
and we
snorted.
would
That
put
was
you
awesome.
on our TV show. And it was fantastic and it worked. And what I really wanted to do was have a music streaming service of all you can eat.
But this was before it was invented. You were talking about the ideal
does kinda
situation
set up
before it
his
was actually
point,
Yeah,
though.
but you know, I see online all the time people talk about shit before it happens. You know what I mean? But that, you know, that's 10% of the game. The game is getting it right. You know, MySpace was ahead of its time, but it lost the race. So I was very fortunate to be at least early enough to have Apple Music get on the board. I had Beats Music and then went to Apple Music. So at least we became number 2. Daniel, who's extraordinary, had the
Spotify
wherewithal
guy?
and the ability to get the licenses from a record business that didn't understand at all what he was talking about. The fact that he wrestled those licenses out. It's so, I mean, you can prove it because if you look at those deals are reflective of the iTunes download market, 70-30. That was the same business as the download market. So they just copied that, which is not a great bit model for that. Why? Because you have not enough money in the streaming service in order for it to really live. So they got to now go out and find different versions of revenue, right? And they pay 70% or whatever it is now, 72%, 70, 60. I don't know what the negotiations have been since then. And structured in a really odd way because, let's say, for example, you're married, you have 2 kids, and you have a family plan. And you and your wife play The Clash, The Police, etc. But your kids play Drake and Kendrick Lamar all day. Most of the money from your house goes to Drake and Kendrick Lamar. What you're hearing about is that the artists are like, they used to be able to earn a living like that. But now, unless you're in that top chunk of heavy streaming, the money's not really meaningful. So that's a problem they have to fix. You know, there's no question about that. But there's a lot wrong with streaming, in my opinion. You know, it's one-dimensional. It's an ATM machine. You put your money in, you get your music. They don't do anything for the artist. See, the artists want to communicate with their fans, period. That's what they want. They want to communicate. They want to market themselves. And the streaming services are still saying, we'll put you on our list if you're nice to us or if you like us. That's bullshit. You got to allow them to have your audience and let them breathe, which is what, you know, not for philanthropic reasons, but this is what TikTok does. That's what Instagram does. You could somewhat promote yourself. So the streaming services, to me, are minutes away from being obsolete because of that. You can't rub against the artist like that.
I would say that,
Right.
I mean, it makes total sense, you know.
He's well spoken.
You know, that's why I think record companies are still relevant. You know, everybody says record companies aren't relevant, and there's ways to do it on your own with social media and stuff like that. But I think record companies are relevant because they help you get to the fan. You know what I mean? And for bands such as my own, which we're great at touring, terrible at social media. Like terrible. It's almost like we need a label and a social media department.
The record companies own Spotify.
Yeah, well, there's another, which is another help to being part of that stream, because
that's exactly what he was saying there. If you're one of those select few, then
right? I preach on the fact that touring is where you make money in the music business, and everything else that you do, the social medias, the Spotify's, the Apple Music's, all that stuff, the YouTubes, all that stuff really just helps to your touring business, which is where you make the biggest chunks of money if you have any kind of success. And you can have a cult following, like my buddy Falens we were talking about, before, not knowing, these bands, they have cult followings. They're making a good living, and I don't even know who the hell they are, but they're going to go sell out the Troubadour or the Wiltern or whatever.
I think it's about width now. Before you put an album out, you did a tour to support the album. You made your money off the album sales. And then that kind of flipped where now you're doing an album to promote a tour.
Who said that?
Which we've spoken about. Yeah, I'm not claiming
that documentary. Bob Dylan's manager said it. To sum it up best, the way he did it, he goes, "You used to tour to support an album, and now you make an album to support a tour." Right.
And I'm not claiming that to be my thought, but what is my thought is that now, like you're talking about, well, you do it you make your money here. I think it depends on the person. If somebody has 1 million followers on TikTok, guess what? They're making their money on TikTok. If somebody has a good fan base, guess what? They're making their money playing live shows or selling vinyl at their merch booth or whatever. It's like, you can do it in a number of different ways now. So it's
which
not
is
like,
kind of cool in a way, in a way that's really kind of cool.
Yeah. And I'm saying it in a positive way. It's not like build your social media following so you can get a good show. It's like, well, yeah, the social media following will help you get on a tour and help you get people at your show, but then you can also monetize your social media, So in a way, maybe I just cracked the code.
How? I loved how it just moved up. Maybe I just cracked the code and it totally zoomed in on your face. That was amazing.
I gotta Google how to get this auto zoom off.
I love it. It's like you have a personal fucking cameraman. Just stop fucking moving and you ain't gonna have the problem.
But here's the thing. I can't just sit like this. That's boring.
Looks like you're taking a shit.
See? If I sit still, I get made fun of by my buddy. What do you think the internet's gonna say about me? All the YouTubers looking at me sitting here all stiff so my camera doesn't auto zoom.
You know what's crazy? Not once did I think that you looked like that until you brought it to my attention. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. It's the nature of things. Have we said all the things? Have we said all the things there is to say today? Today's weird. We're doing this later in the day.
No, it's fine. I'm enjoying this. We were just talking about something relevant. You were talking about cracking the code. And I think it's pretty cool that there's different avenues to make money. I think, in order to maximize all of it, you got to have every one of those things kind of lined up right. You know what I mean? That's the best way to maximize.
It's a bigger job.
Which goes back to my thing about record companies where I still think they have a purpose. A band still needs a team. Otherwise, the team is the band. You know what I mean? And if the band itself can make enough money to hire their own team, well, then more power to them. There's definitely bands out there that do that.
Labels definitely do have the go button.
Yeah, and then the bigger the label, yeah. And like if they invest, like if you can get a label to like give you a good advance, it's almost like putting them in a position where they have to push you to get their money back. You know what I mean?
But then you get into the Pittsburgh Pirates conversation where it's like, well,
Pittsburgh Pirates, that's sports.
And let me explain that. It's like, well, if you sign a band, why do you not promote the band? It's like, well, because the top 2 bands of that label are paying for the remaining 98% of I think I mixed 2 with 98%.
How is
what I mean?
Related
the
to
top,
Pittsburgh
the toppest.
Pirates?
I'll get there. The top few bands on a label fund the label to do whatever they do for everybody else. It's like the Pittsburgh Pirates. They run that baseball team like a business. And if you're a fan of it, you're like, why don't you invest in better players? It's like, well, we don't want to spend the money.
You can't say that about every label.
You can say about most of them. Indie labels, you could probably, you're right.
But yeah, major labels, yeah. You know, I mean,
any major label, they're just.
When I was in music school and when major labels were like a thing, you know, I remember in my music business class, my teacher saying something along the lines that a label will sign 300 bands a year. Out of those 300 bands, 100. No, I got this wrong. They'll sign 100 bands a year. Out of those 100 bands, 70 will make a record. Out of those 70, 30 will get released. Out of those 30, one will make money to pay for all 100 signings.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Well, you know what it comes down to, and I truly just believe this. Granted, the music business is a lot of being in the right place at the right time. There's no question about that. It's that anything in the entertainment world. And any aspect of the entertainment world, whether you're a musician, an actor, a camera director or camera operator, a director, a writer, whatever it is, a comedian, it's all the same thing. Being in the right place at the right time. Now, I do believe you can create your own opportunities as well. You know, preparation plus opportunity equals success, as Robert Evans once said. With that being said, I forget what I was saying.
You know what I thought of while you were talking about that on a different topic.
But what was I saying? I forget.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I gloss over. It's okay. It's totally okay.
Well, the point being is, this is what I was saying. If you are in the right place at the right time and you are good at what you do, you will succeed. And that's what it comes down to. And I believe that if you are truly a genuine band and play from the heart, no matter what kind of music it is that you play, if it's real to the audience, like feels real, it doesn't feel like another cookie cutter pop song, another cookie cutter Fall Out Boy song, but it sounds real.
Shots fired.
What's that?
Nothing. You're good. Continue.
Shots fired. But they're like the pop version of a rock band, in my opinion, Fall Out Boy. Their songs are catchy. I'm not taking away from what they do, and they have their fan base, but it more or less is a crossover market because of the pops element. With that being said, if you're really good at what you do, there'll be an audience for it. You know what I mean? And you know, and on that note, I think that's a good way to end this.
Yeah, I agree with you. I have one question before we get out of here.
Yeah, sure.
And it's on topic. So I've been having fun lately doing like cover songs, and I'll post them to my Instagram, just like cover song, whatever. And I played Children of the Grave, Black Sabbath, and it got pulled. Like they muted the audio because I don't own it. Like, I understand why. Like I'm not confused as to why, but it made
even
me
a
think.
Guitar cover.
Well, I had the music behind it, so it's probably my own fault. Whatever, I'm not mad at it. But I did have the thought. I was on Universal Music Group pulled the audio from that because it was copyright. And I thought, if I covered my own song that I recorded while on Universal Music Group, would they pull my audio of my own song? Probably, right?
But you own the publishing to it.
Some of the publishing to it.
Yeah, but doesn't...
I'm going to do it just out of curiosity.
Will you be offended if it isn't?
I might, because it would be like, because then that would say to me, like, you're not as important.
On that note, everybody, thank you for listening to episode 124 of the Whatever Buddy podcast. We hope you have a great day, a great week. We'll see you in the next couple of weeks. We'll be back soon, and we will eventually be in the same location. We are in the same city right now, but we're not in the same location. We're working on it. Maybe episode 125, you never know. Everybody, you guys all take care and have a good one.
Good stuff, buddy.